Please give it up for Jim Carr, everybody. Hey, how y'all doing tonight? Yeah, thanks for coming out. Hey, how many people like Dancing with the Stars? Yeah, great, I do too. I love the women. I am a ballroom dancer. And this past week I went to a dance studio. You know, they have their weekly dance parties, you know. The DJ started playing a rumba. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this lady slowly walking towards me, and I knew she was going to ask me to dance. Now, when I go to a dance studio, I do not dress like this. I dress a little more, you know, suave and debonair, you know. So anyway, she asks me to dance, and we get out on the dance floor, and we're doing the rumba. And for those of you who don't know, the rumba is the dance of romance, the dance of love. And you do your slows and your quick-quicks, and you shake your chicky-chicky boom-boom, you know, and you'll get going, you know. And anyway, this lady, some people might think she's a cougar. And for those of you who don't know what a cougar is, think of Ivana Trump and that new Latino boy toy she just married, you know. But she's a tad older than a cougar. She's actually a gray panther. She escaped from the assisted living facility the evening for an evening of fun and entertainment with some men. You know, she's early 70s, so I'm taking it easy. You know, I'm taking her on a test drive, you know, trying to, you know, turn her and stuff to see. I don't want to hurt her. So she decides she wants to chat me up, you know, and I like to talk while I'm dancing. And so she gives me this sweet granny grin, you know, and she goes, "Oh, you're a very smooth lead." Well, thank you very much. You know, I try to practice as much as I can. She goes, "Oh, and you have very nice teeth, too." Well, thank you very much. You know, I'm using those white strips, you know. I'm buying the Meyer brand. They're cheaper, you know. They're not as powerful. They take more applications, but they're doing a fine job. So then she decides she wants to change the topic. And she wants to shift from superficial chat to heavy, severe dialogue. And she engrosses me in a conversation on one of the two topics that we're told in life never to engage a stranger in: politics. And for those of you who don't know what the other one is, religion. But anyway, with that sweet granny grin, she says to me, "Who do you like for president?" I said, "Well, you know, I'm not keen on McCain. I can't stand that hypocritical lying bitch Hillary. I'm going to vote for Obama." And suddenly that sweet grin turns into this raging glare. Bulging eyes, gritted teeth, and neck veins popping out. And she yells at me on the dance floor, "How can you vote for him? He hasn't done anything. He doesn't have any experience. Hillary's got all the experience." Well, if you know anything about me, I love a challenge. Particularly from a woman. I don't back down, guys. And I said, "Hey, look it, he's been in politics longer than her. She's been riding the coattail of that Billy Bob Bubba, you know. And they've been in the Senate about the same amount of time. Neither one of them have done a damn thing. But at least she didn't screw up universal health care in 1992 and lie about dodging sniper fire in Bosnia." So she's getting real tense. And all of a sudden, I'm struggling with this woman on the dance floor, and she's resisting me. And this romantic dance turns into a rumba rumble. And she's resisting me, and I'm trying to turn her and stuff, and I can't. So then her eyes are getting bigger and bulging her, and she says, "Well, you can't say anything about Jennifer. She's done a wonderful job in Lansing." I goes, "Please, I don't want to hear a damn word about that one continuous blonde moment in Lansing who hasn't done anything except blame everybody else for what's gone wrong in this state." So we're resisting it, and she's resisting me, and I'm still trying to be polite and lead her. And all of a sudden, I see all these people around us looking at us oddly, the other dancers, you know, and they're backing away. And suddenly, we're in the center of the dance floor all by ourselves. We finally have some room to dance, but we're not dancing. And then the music stops. And that glare changes to the sweet granny grin. And she says to me in that sweet granny voice, "Thank you very much. I enjoyed that. Perhaps we can dance again sometime." Speaking of Dancing with the Stars, I think it's great how it's been so inclusive. You know, they have the physically disabled people. Who have they had so far? The one-legged British bitch who robbed from Sir Paul to pay herself handsomely. I was watching her, you know, I just didn't like that. And then they had the wonderful deaf actress Marlee Matlin. So I'm thinking they're running out of PC celebrities. PC meaning physically challenged. So anyway, I'm thinking I'll come up with a couple for them myself. I'm thinking, how about a blind musician? Stevie Wonder. So here we got this cranky pants British judge, Len Goodman, critiquing Stevie Wonder having just done the waltz. Stevie, we love your music, and we really are waiting for some more to come out, but I gotta tell you, your dancing leaves much to be desired. You know, you're gonna have to pull out all the stops, you know, and we have a saying in dance, 2's a dance couple, 3's a cock up, and so you have to get rid of the seeing eye dog. She's a beautiful golden retriever, but her forefeet are just getting in all the way. You know, what you're doing is destroying your footwork and your posture, and I'm surprised you haven't strangled Cheryl yet with that long leather leash. And so Stevie might respond, Ebony and Ivory live together in perfect harmony. I didn't say it would be a good impersonation, I just said it would be something you might say. Okay, and then finally, the last person I could come up with would be the biggest challenge to teach to dance is that world-famous British physicist, that world-famous quadriplegic, Stephen Hawking. And here we have that flaming Italian judge, Bruno Tagnoli, critiquing Stephen Hawking doing the samba. Stephen, we love your physics, the way you explain the atom and its little electrons and neutrons and all that. Oh, and the universe, forget about it. But I have to tell you, your dancing leaves much to be desired. It's so bad. I mean, you were trying to do the samba basic, the little hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity. Your wheels never left the floor. And Stephen might answer,
I'm sorry, Bruno. I did a quadratic equation on probability, and I cannot do that type of quantum leap in my wheelchair. So,
anyway, I'm going to leave you with an impersonation of a local Detroit notable. See if you can identify this person. Hi there, sports fans. This is Ernie Harwell speaking to you live from beautiful Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Okay, would anybody like to guess who that is, please? You, ma'am. Who was that? No, I'm sorry. It was George Blaha, the voice of the Detroit Pistons, on Ritalin, impersonating Ernie Harwell. Thank you very much. You've been a great audience. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show.